Hi everyone, hope you're all having a great day. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you my updated blood results that I got back from the doctor, and I'll give you a little bit of an update on the anemia, the low iron, my B levels, and how pregnancy has affected this and how having a baby has affected this. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. As all of you know, we had our baby girl 3.5 months ago, and she's now 3.5 months old. And it has been such an amazing journey since day one. No one really prepares you for motherhood, but all you can do is really prepare how your reactions are going to be and your attitude towards it. And I choose to have a positive attitude, and it's just been really great. Obviously, there's also challenging times with a newborn and a baby, and that can affect your sleep level and your health. So in this video, I'm just going to be focusing more on what my vitamin levels are, because that was something I was very concerned about even before getting pregnant, before having a baby, and for the last several years. I was struggling with anemia and low iron for the longest time, and since switching my diet and really paying attention to what I put into my body, my levels have completely changed, and I'm just so grateful and so happy that I discovered this new lifestyle that really has helped me and my energy levels, for my own health, and also for the health of our baby. As you know, my diet consisted of plant-based throughout my pregnancy, and it continues to this day. Valentina and I have been plant-based from day one, and actually this year marks the 3-year anniversary that I started eating a plant-based diet. The last time I tested my blood levels was when I was around 6 months pregnant, and I think I did a video on this, so you can check it out. I'll link it down below. And I was telling you about my iron level, and I believe my ferritin was a 28. My red blood cell was on the okay side. So what I decided was I wanted the doctor to test 2 months after giving birth what my iron level was. My biggest concern was that they would be very low, and I was concerned about my health, but I was more concerned about the health of our baby, whether she was getting enough iron and the nutrients to grow and to develop. So the doctor had my levels tested at the 2-month mark, and I'm going to go through the results with you. So surprisingly, my ferritin level jumped from a 28 to a 43, which is the highest it has ever been in my entire life. Even in high school, when I had my iron tested, I was eating meat, I was eating everything, and I remember the highest it was an 11. So the fact that it went to a 43 after giving birth is just incredible, and I'm just so happy with the consistency, and also just being really diligent with what I'm putting into my system. Because just remember, it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. So, you know, plant-based diet can work for some people and not work for others. You could be eating all the salads and greens that you want, and your body just isn't absorbing the nutrients. So you really have to really pay attention to what your nutritional levels are in order to feel at your optimal level. So that was very exciting. I was so happy. So that means that I am not anemic anymore. Ferritin level is up, which is incredible, because I do feel like my energy is a lot higher than what it used to be even before I was pregnant. I could barely get out of bed, and I've done several videos on that where I was describing how my energy was low, I wasn't feeling well. So good news is the ferritin is at 43. My red blood cells levels are at 4.6, and the average and the healthy range is between 4 and 5. So right in the healthy range. Now, one other thing that I wanted to get tested was because so many people were telling me, oh, Katrina, you're not eating any meat, your B12 is going to be very low. There's a lot of B12 deficiencies with people that are plant-based or vegetarian. And I was very confident in my B12 levels, but I wanted to get them tested just to show that you don't need to eat meat to have high B12 levels. So my B12 was at 1,232. The normal range is between 140 and 650. So my B12 is almost double the level that the healthy range is. So I actually had to cut back on B12. I was drinking a lot of almond milk and taking a B12 supplement, so those could have contributed to the high level, but it just goes to show you don't need to be getting it from animal sources. So that was something else I was really happy about, because I was a bit concerned again for the baby and for our daughter whether I had enough B12 in my system. Finally, vitamin D was something that also was very important, because when you're with a newborn for the first month or two, it's really hard to get out in the sunshine or get out at all, just because their schedule is different every minute. You're constantly attending to them, you're feeding nonstop if you're breastfeeding. So my vitamin D level was at an 89, and the healthy level is between 75 and 250. So it's not below the average, it's not on the higher spectrum either, but it is in the healthy range. So again, I was just taking a vitamin D supplement every day. So now I'm exclusively breastfeeding, and that can also cause a lot of deficiency because the baby is taking in the nutrients. Are you okay, Boris?
Well, she was crying a bit.
Is she okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, just give me like 2 more minutes. There's a lot of deficiencies that happen, and especially anemia is very common among women who are pregnant or once they have their baby and they're breastfeeding. So the good news is that there are ways that you can manage your levels and make sure that you are getting the nutrition. And again, it really comes down to absorbency. You can be taking certain vitamins or certain nutrients, and even if they're in a pill form, if your body is not absorbing that, that specific vitamin or brand or whatever it is, you're not getting the quality nutrients that you and your baby needs. So it's really important to look at the quality of the supplements that you take, the quality of the foods, the combination of how you're eating, and also just making sure that you're also staying hydrated as well. That's a quick rundown on my test results. I just wanted to share them with you. Again, I'll link the supplements that I am taking. I'll link them down below. They're working really well for me. And for those of you who are suffering with anemia or low iron, get your levels tested. Ask your doctor to have those tested. Look at the numbers yourself. Compare them to the healthy range. You get your results back. You have the column with your results, and then you have the reference column which shows the range and the healthy range that you want to be in. I really recommend doing that because it's your body and you really have to keep track of what is happening. The next thing I want to do is I actually want to get my breast milk tested to see what the nutritional levels are in the breast milk. So I'll be doing another video once I look into that a little bit more and then get the results. I'll share that with you. If you're suffering from anemia or low iron after pregnancy, share your story, leave a comment down below. I'm curious what you're doing or what's working and what's not working. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!